Welcome on behalf of Trina Solar. My name is Klaus Hofmeister and I am the Product Marketing Manager for Trina Solar in Europe. This is a great moment for me to introduce you to the new Vertex S series, a module which is meant and dedicated to the residential and commercial rooftop segment and which we call small in size and big on power. What all those two slogans mean, I will explain to you during this presentation and the introduction of this product. So thank you for joining this interesting session. I think you will learn a lot about the new Vertex platform and product technology, but also I will introduce you our latest and greatest product, which we developed for our customers, especially in the already mentioned segments of residential and commercial rooftops. What is the Vertex S? What did we develop especially for this product, and what are the benefits for the customer using this product? Coming to the next slide, you can see that we have made up our mind during the development phase and the design definition phase of this product. We have found a few topics and bullet points which we saw and considered as critical and important for the development of a new product, especially for this specific segment of residential and commercial rooftops. 5 bullet points are highlighted here in the center of the slide, which we thought those are the crucial ones we have to consider and we have to focus on when we are designing and developing a new product for those specific segments. Especially the power of the product. I mean, whenever you develop a new product generation, it has to have more power. This is more or less an undefined law in this industry. A durable product, that is, of course, crucial because the lifetime which the product is exposed to is expected to be 25 or 30 years. I will come to that topic later on because we are also equipping this product with new warranties. The appearance is a key issue, and especially because we also developed a variant which is called the full black Vertex S module. This is specially trimmed and tuned to appear as black as possible, and it's also dedicated to special customers who really want the module because of its appearance. The size of the module is always critical in that segment because the module needs to be, let's say, compact in its dimensions, low in weight, and nevertheless flexible in its mounting situation. So size really matters in that sense. And we think we found the best balance between weight, size, and power with the Vertex S series. Universal solution means that we want to make sure that when this product hits the market, that all installers are seeing the maximum flexibility in terms of the mounting options this module can be installed with. And that I will also explain in later slides, that we have made up our mind before we start to ship this product into the market to make sure that for system designers and engineers, the product is as flexible as possible in terms of its utilization. Let's come to some key facts about the Vertex S series. The first thing is the size and the maximum power. The 405 watt on a size of 1754 by 1096 millimeters. I think that's a good number. That gives an efficiency of maximum 21.1%. And that is a really, really great number for a mono P-type PERC module of today's generation. So this is really the top edge of today's module efficiency for this specific, let's say, cell technology mono P-type PERC. The 30 millimeter frame height is also very special. Some of you might think, okay, 30 millimeters is for this size of module not really robust. But Trina has really also, let's say, put a lot of effort into the frame design. We have designed a new frame around this product with a different chamber design of the hollow profile, but also we're using a different alloy, which is stiffer and more robust, and which also gives the module, let's say, a better mechanical performance. I myself had the first sample of this module already in my hands, and I can tell you that it really feels robust and stiff. So you don't need to be afraid that this module is, due to its design, flattering or any kind of unstable. So you can really be sure that this product can be handled well and is also robust, and it can also handle, let's say, mechanical loads very well. I'll come to that also later on, because I have a highlight which I want to announce for this product specifically. The weight of 21 kilos is also in a very acceptable range. Remember when I started in the PV industry in 2009, 60 cell modules of even smaller dimensions had already above 22 kilos. They had thicker front glasses, but nevertheless, the weight of 21 kilo, I think, is in a range which can be handled on residential rooftops, but also on commercial rooftops. It has very good temperature coefficients. And when it comes to warranty, the first year degradation is going down to 2%. That is due to the wafer doping we are using. We have an annual degradation of 0.55%. So even that improved continuously. This is at the moment, I would say, state of the art for this kind of technology. And we have a product workmanship warranty, and I think that is a highlight I want to emphasize again and again. We have 15 years, and that's really new within Trina's product portfolio. This is the first product which really gets 15 years product workmanship warranty. The power warranty for the product, and I have to say here again, this is a glass backsheet module. We have 25 years of power warranty for the two product variants, which you can see here on the slide, the full black on the very right and the black frame monoPERC with the white backsheet. What is this module consisting out of? We have used the 210 millimeter cell. This is what Vertex is all about. So if we are talking about Vertex, if you're looking into Trina and you see the name Vertex, you always should know that this is based on the 210 millimeter, the largest solar cell which is currently available in the market. Of course, you can see here on the pictures we are not using the full cell. So the cells are separated and cut into 3 pieces. And that's the bottom bullet point on the right side. We are using triple cut cells. So we are cutting the cell from a 210 millimeter full square into 3 pieces. All the cells are in the meantime using the multi-bus bar technology, though the thin wires you see on the front side of the module and on the cells are the multi-bus bars. For the 210 millimeter cell, we're using 10 thin wires to connect the cells inside the module with each other. For the cutting of the cells, we have also invented a new, especially highly reliable, non-destructive cutting process. What this means is that the cutting is so soft in terms of mechanical treatment of the cells that it is not inducing any kind of micro cracking or any kind of mechanical damage at the cutting edge. To achieve the high module efficiency of 21% and above, we have also implemented a new cell interconnect technology. The Trina name for it is the high density interconnection. This is more or less bringing the cells closer together, maximizing the active area within the Vertex S module series. And that gives at the end this high module efficiency, which we can see here. I will come to that point a little bit later again on one of the slides, because I want to demonstrate and explain to you what high density cell interconnection means. Yeah, and the layout of the module. Actually, the module is comparable to a 60 cell half-cut module of the older generation. This module has 60 cells in each module half, but it has third cut 210 millimeter cells. This means at the end, the module voltage is absolutely comparable to an existing 60 cell half-cut module. The current is slightly higher due to the different cell size, and that makes this product really special. So from an engineering point of view, in terms of voltage and currents, you will see that this module does not need any new, let's say, design guidelines or anything like that. You can use this module, design your system as you're used to it today. A short excursion where the 210 millimeter cell size comes from. I think the easiest way to explain it is that on the very left side, you have the round orange circles, 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch wafers. Those are the wafer sizes which have been introduced and implemented in the semiconductor industry in the past. 2005, the semiconductor industry switched suddenly to 12-inch round wafers to process and manufacture the microelectronic devices. At that time, the PV industry was still at the 5-inch 125 millimeter solar cell. But nevertheless, over the years and also, let's say, with later technology developments, even in the PV industry, the cell sizes started to evolve and larger cell sizes became more dominant. For a long time in the industry, the 6-inch cell with 156 millimeter was more or less setting the pace and the standard for all the modules which were available at that time. But within the last years, further cell sizes also came into the market. With the further cell sizes and the different cell dimensions, also new module dimensions were more or less the consequence out of this development. So at the moment, the existing technologies Trina is really using is 158 millimeter, 166 millimeter, and of course now today with the new Vertex generation, the 210 millimeter full square solar cell. In between you have the 161 millimeter cell, which never played an important role in the product portfolios, but you also have the 18X, or today we can also say the 182 millimeter solar cell, which is really hardly competing or heavily competing with the 210 millimeter size. I would say when I look at this development, the 210 millimeter solar cell technology, which is the biggest one, the most cost efficient one, but also which gives you, let's say, the best LCOE and BOS costs when you, let's say, go to the system design, will be the cell size and solar cell technology for the next 5 to 10 years. This is what Trina really believes in, what we are committed to, and that's why we're also, let's say, focusing on this technology. All the smaller technologies which we are still using, 158, 166, will sooner or later be phased out from our product portfolio, and 210 millimeter will take over this place fully. And with that, let's say, new standard size, we will also achieve a new module size standardization. So I expect that when the full portfolio is going into the 210 millimeter direction, we will also see some kind of standardization again in the industry. And Trina is not the only one, let's say, really working on this solar cell size and following this new development. But we are definitely in the forefront and setting the pace with the 210 millimeter technology. As I already promised, here a little bit of an insight on what high density cell interconnect technology means. I want to start on the top left drawing, the traditional module, which is normally using a cell connector, a so-called ribbon, to connect one cell with the next one by a soldering process. The gap between the two cells is normally in the range of around 2 millimeters or even larger. This is, of course, a waste of active area in the module and means, of course, this gap is more or less lost space in the module. That's why the efficiency is going down. In order to make this more balanced and to improve module efficiency, we have introduced a new interconnect technology, what we call high density cell interconnect. This is the drawing in the middle on the top, the high density module. What we did is, let's say, to reduce the gap between the two cells which are soldered together. This is done by a new ribbon technology, but the conventional soldering process is still the same. So this maximizes the compact, or let's say the density of active cell area in the module with a really small gap of 0.5 millimeter or even below. When I looked at the module in reality first, it's really difficult, at least from a distance of 2 to 3 meters, to recognize the gap. The module surface really appears as it would be one piece of silicon, and that also, let's say, is from a visual point of view, really looking good. On the very right side, there is another technology which Trina is also looking into. We are also working on developing it. It's the so-called overlapping technology. Some other names in the industry are tiling ribbon or shingling technology. This means in order to connect one cell with the next one, you put one on top of the other. So you have the backside and the front side connected in this overlapping area, and that creates the interconnect between the two cells. We still think that this is a technology which might have potential in the future, but right now we expect that it still has some reliability concern, especially this overlapping area when mechanical stress is applied. It really might induce cracking or potential mechanical risk, which is reducing the lifetime of the product or even creates a failing of the product. So whenever this technology is mature enough to be introduced in volume manufacturing, Trina will also go that way. But at the moment, we expect that the high density module and cell interconnect technology is the best balance between module efficiency and also the module yield. Small in size, big in power. And I think this slide tells it all. You have a very good comparison of existing module generations, the two left products which are shown here, and on the very right side, the Vertex S. When we compare the dimensions of the products, they're all pretty close in the range of where the 60 cell modules or the half-cut module generation is located today. The very left one is based on the 158 millimeter cell technology. The center one is based on the 166 millimeter cell technology, and the Vertex S, of course, based on the 210 millimeter cell technology. You can see that the Vertex S is even shorter than the 166, but it's slightly wider than all the two other products. But overall, I would say it's the optimal product for the segment it's dedicated to. It has the highest power and highest efficiency, and it's still, let's say, below 2 square meter and below, or let's say in the range of 21 kilo. So it really can be handled reasonably on rooftops. And with the 60 watt additional power compared to the 158 product on the left side, it is still, let's say, giving the customer real value for the money he's paying for. We have done an example with a comparison of the three products which I just showed you in the slide before. So we've taken one rooftop, which is illustrated here, and we have, let's say, fully, loaded this rooftop on one side with the different module types. So 158, 166, and Vertex S. Independent of this specific rooftop, I mean, situations can occur where Vertex doesn't fit as well as the other two product types, so you might not get as many modules on the rooftop. But in this specific situation, the comparison is very, very straightforward. Yeah? The Vertex S module is giving you the most power on the rooftop, also due to its efficiency, but it's also giving you the most specific yield over the year. So with 23% more compared to the 158 module, or even 10% more than the 166 module. The kilowatt hours or megawatt hours produced with the Vertex S are higher, so you get more money because you're producing more electricity with Vertex S. And I think that's a positive statement with this new product and for this generation. We want to implement a universal solution for the residential and C&I roofs, and that was the key of this development. Trina has done a really good job in introducing a new and very universal product. Besides the standard mounting variant, which is the crossbeam on the very right top corner, this is what we normally call as standard mounting variant, which the module or in which the module can cope with the highest loads. But we also investigated all the other options which are shown here on the left side, mainly the flat roof mounting systems where you have short side mounting or long side mounting with clamps and no real rail underneath the module. Then we have the shared rail on the short side. The shared rail on the long side is possible, and we have the slide-in mounting systems. So we are also working with different mounting system suppliers like K2, SDEC, Thunderfalk, Baebers Novotegra, and others, which are, let's say, now developed to adapt or adapted to the Vertex S series. The key is that the Vertex S series is, due to its width, a little bit different to the existing product ranges until today. So please verify whenever you want to introduce the Vertex S in your system design that your system, your mounting system, is really compatible with the Vertex S product or dimensions, and especially with the width of the module, and to make sure that everything works together. Although the most known system planning tools like PVSys and PVSol are ready for Vertex S, the modules are introduced in the databases, and PVSys data setup and PAN files can be, let's say, received from Trina. So feel free to get in touch with us and contact us to get the PVSys module definition files for your system planning and system design. Inverter compatibility. That's another really great challenge we have, let's say, evaluated when we introduce such a new product. The module, as I already mentioned, in terms of voltage, is not much different compared to a, let's say, former generation product, the 16660 cell module with 370 watt. The voltage is really not the issue. The key is the higher current due to the larger cell size. We are in the range of short circuit current with the short circuit current of 12.3 to 12.4 amps. And that is, let's say, in a range where today's inverter generations, especially the later ones, are completely compatible with. You can see a list of inverter manufacturers here on this slide. Not all of them are really active and prominent in Europe, but nevertheless, this is just a snapshot of inverter manufacturers and also optimizer manufacturers like SolarEdge, who are compatible with our Vertex S series. We are in contact with even more suppliers. We also, let's say, we're talking to Costal already. I think Fronius shouldn't be a problem at all to be compatible with. So in that range, also Vertex S is an outstanding product because all the equipment which is needed for setting up a new system is ready and available in the market. So with Vertex S, the installer doesn't need to think in a new dimension or in a new way. This is something I'm really very proud of, because with the Vertex S, Trina really stepped into a new field of its warranties. I think this is a very good overview on how the warranty is created for the Vertex S series compared to conventional products of the former generation. I already mentioned the first year degradation is going down to 2%. This is due to reduction of LID degradation. So we are now in a range of 2% versus 2.5% of former generations. The annual degradation goes down to 0.55%, and the product workmanship warranty is really going up to 15 years for the residential segment. I think that is really a positive selling argument for this product. We are confident that Vertex S is a reliable product. It's a mechanical robust product. So we can give a warranty which is also, let's say, competitive in the market, if not outstanding. So at the end, the red area in this graph on the right side is really what, for the end customer, is additional money due to additional power production over the lifetime of the product. And nevertheless, and now I'm coming to the real highlight on this slide, it's on the bottom left. It's on, not really obvious, but this module, even if it has only a 30mm frame, is capable of handling higher snow and wind loads compared to existing product ranges we have. So on the snow load side, we can go up to 6,000 Pascal with this module. And on the wind load side, we can go up to 4,000 Pascal. Those two values are actually test loads. They are not including any safety factor, but nevertheless, those values are above the standard. So I think that's also a very, let's say, positive and outstanding argument to say customers, hey, you're getting a really reliable, also, let's say, mechanical robust product. This is my favorite slide, to be honest, because the full black module is really a highlight within the Vertex S product portfolio. It is designed really to make sure that it is as black as possible for customers with a special taste who really want the most or the nicest module on their roofs. So we really made it possible within, let's say, optimizing the smallest details to make the full black as possible. We have a new cell processing or new cell treatment, which is making the cells darker and more black than the standard cell processing. And the thin wires, which are the multi-bus bars on the front side. If you, let's say, look at this module from a certain distance, you hardly see them anymore. So the module appears really as a completely black area on the rooftop. And I think it is really a highlight. It is really a masterpiece, I would say. And once the customers can really see it in reality, I'm quite sure you all will be convinced that this module is an outstanding product for its price and for its power, because even the full black module achieves the highest watt class of 395 watt. Think enough for the product. Now, when does the module come into the market? I think that's the key question. Now, I told you everything which is positive about it. Now, of course, you would like to have it. And I can tell you, we are starting the mass production of the Vertex S series in January 2021. In 2021, we will build up around 5 gigawatt of only Vertex S production capacity. We double it up in 2022 to 10 gigawatt, and we triple it into 2023 to 15 gigawatt. So in Europe, we can expect that in the first quarter, March timeframe, we will see the first Vertex S modules hitting the market and making it available for the installers. And Vertex S is not the only highlight which Trina has announced within the last few months. There are several other products based on the 210 millimeter solar cell technology, which came into the market in this year. And we started in February 2020 with the 500 watt on the very left side here, 500 watt Vertex S series. And the Vertex product with 500 watt is also similar to the Vertex S, based on the triple cut cell. The manufacturing of this product started in July 2020. So if anybody of you is now concerned that Vertex S is a new module, a new technology, nobody has any track record and nobody knows if that technology really works out, I can really make you confident now that the Vertex S with the triple cut cell is not the first product of this generation of technology. The 500 watt is the forerunner, is the development vehicle, and is the first product we have already shipped into the market. Around 2 gigawatt of that product have been shipped already. So this is the big brother of the Vertex S, and it has already proven its reliability, its product quality. So when Vertex S hits the market, we have already almost a track record of 9 months of production. And I think that is something which should give you confidence that Vertex S is not a new product in that sense. It is really mature. It is really, let's say, developed well, and we have already production experience for that product. Besides those two triple cut products, we have all the other, let's say, family members in the Vertex family. The 550, which is the one, the second one from the left side, is the first half cut product which is coming into the market. We are launching this product, and more or less while I'm talking, the production of this product starts. This is based on the half-cut cell technologies, therefore has slightly different electrical parameters than the Vertex 500 watt and the Vertex S. It has a higher current and therefore lower voltage. The module is definitely not made for any residential segment. It's a pure utility scale product for either tracker mounting or fixed tilt. And this product is hitting the market soon in 2021 to be ready to go into real large-scale installation. This will be followed in the second quarter of 2021 by the Vertex of the 600 watt. This module has a totally different design and dimension and concept. It's using 6 cell rows in parallel, so it's getting wider but less long. So it's a different, let's say, concept and form factor of the module. So both the 550 and the 600 will run in parallel in production, and the customer can choose more or less what he prefers, the length, and therefore a smaller or the less width, or the shorter version and therefore a little bit wider. And at the end of 2021, the 660 watt module, which is the same length as the 550 and the same width as the 600 watt module, that is then the top of the edge in terms of maximum power per module. This will be really a huge module. And of course, the intention is with the Vertex family to drive down costs, to drive down BOS costs, to drive down LCOE for the benefit of producing cheap electricity with PV. Coming to an end and summarizing again the key factors which I think are relevant for the Vertex S series. The maximum power, at least for the black frame white backsheet version, will be 405 watt with a maximum efficiency of 21.1%. I would say, based on all what I mentioned in the slides before, it's really small in size, it's really compact in its dimensions, and is really big in power. So the highest cell or module efficiency we can achieve at the moment with this technology. It's really a universal solution for residential and commercial rooftops. It is very flexible in terms of its mounting options. And we can also say it's highly reliable because we can use, let's say, it with, or it's capable of handling higher mechanical loads. The mechanical factors which are considered during the design phase of this product are all optimized. The cell cutting process is showing a higher mechanical performance. So overall, we have put everything into this module, also new encapsulation materials, better frame material, different frame design to stabilize it, the module mechanically. So everything that contributes to the higher reliability of the product. And of course, the full black variant is the one which is outstanding in terms of its visual appearance. And we expect that this is a main runner product in the residential segment because customers will really like it. This is more or less almost the last slide. So this is again a summary when the product will come and hit the market. The Vertex S series, the full black version, will hit the market in Q1 2021 with maximum power of 395 watt based on the 210 millimeter solar cell. It will more or less substitute the currently existing full black Honey Black M module, which was in the range of 320, 330 watt and 335. So this is the consequent new follower of the Honey Black M module. Vertex S is replacing the full black Honey. Then of course we have the Vertex S black frame white backsheet. That module with a maximum power of 405 watt will also hit the market next year, 2021, in the first quarter. It will replace the products which are named here, the Honey M. Both are based on either 158 millimeter cells or 166 and the different watt classes. So Vertex S definitely will be the legitimate successor of those two products. It is the top of the edge which we can supply for next year. And we hope we can make you also excited about it. We hope we can, let's say, bring you and join you with that journey to this new Vertex generation product. Yeah. So when you're interested in getting more technical details, more information about Vertex S, don't hesitate to contact the Trina Europe team. We will help you out. We'll provide you as many information as we can. Not all the documents are yet available because the product is still in a phase of getting finally certified, but there is already something we can give to our customers to make you more confident in this product. So thank you very much for watching this video and this introduction to our Vertex S module. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're all interested in getting a hand on this product. And I'm looking forward to hopefully meet you again next time, maybe even on an exhibition. without the Corona pandemic, and I'm looking forward to introduce you to Vertex S in person. I'm looking forward for the next products which are coming up from Trina. So please take care, stay safe and healthy, and follow Trina with its new product and technology platform Vertex and Vertex S. Thank you very much.